Hello everyone and welcome back to a quick video from a position that I took last week on EU50. I thought I'd share it with everyone and give you an idea of what I was thinking whilst I was taking it and how I managed to capitalize on the movement. So I loaded up the charts obviously on the weekend to do my pre-week analysis, and I noticed that on the 50 we had this nice swing uptrend which was pushing price in towards the upside, and any retracement down I was anticipating another long position to take out the week swing high. So with that in mind, I then zoomed in on the most recent price action that we were seeing, and whilst we had that, as I said, that swing structure that was bullish, we had a bearish market internal structure as we had this internal trend that was in control, which then switched bullish after we seen this liquidation of the internal liquidity over here. We then seen an initial buyers come in, they broke the order flow, creating a nice demand zone. However, for me, in a situation like this, because it is our first tap within this demand zone here, I'd normally like to see those early buyers get swiped, which we did see, and created a nice yes low, which I was happy to place my stop loss below. So from that point, I was then just waiting to see if we could get a break of this high here, and at that point, that would confirm to me that we are now ready to trade it up higher. We've got the market structure, which is good. We've got both the internal structure and the swing structure, both bullish. We've got premium versus discount. We have our zone, which for me, it is more of a zone. It is something like this. And at that point, I'm happy to say that we have made a connection. Even though it isn't quite in discount, it is close enough in my opinion. We've then got a supply zone, or a demand zone, sorry, which we can see here is now formed. This supply zone is broken because of that high. This creates an area of demand, which is relatively strong because it also swept liquidity to the left. We've got an internal structure which suggests that this is the weak swing high and that it's an easy target. So at that point, I'm then happy to set my limit on the demand zone that's just been formed, targeting the highs itself. And as you can see, we get tagged in with minimal drawdown before we see a nice push in towards the upside. There was an opportunity where you could have scaled in on this as well, and as you can see, the scaling opportunity would have been after we had this break of structure here. We then had a liquidation of this low here before then seeing that structure shift, where you then could have longed it from this demand zone up